started. And we're coming to you live from Hill Memorial Stadium at Jack Richardson Field. My name is Tyson Gray, and we have an intriguing matchup on senior night for the Knights tonight. It is the Poplar Bluff Mules paying visit to the Farmington Knights, and I wouldn't be here without my honorary guest commentator, the Farmington head physical therapist, David Burke. David, how's it going tonight?
It's going well. This is exciting. My first time in 22 years to be on Black Knight TV, so this is exciting stuff.
This is awesome. Of course, it is National Physical Therapy Month, and it wouldn't be National Physical Therapy Month without you, David. Simple as that. This is a thank you from all the athletes of Farmington High School to you and your staff for keeping us healthy all season long.
Thanks, Tyson. It's a pleasure. It's a lot of fun being able to watch the growth in the athletes through the years, and of course, I've got to see you grow up since you were a little kid. So this is fun.
This is very fun. Coming to this game, Farmington is 11-3. They're on a 3-game winning streak at the moment. 6 straight at home, looking to make it 7 tonight. They are playing without senior goalie Chad Silvey tonight. He received a red card in their last home game against Perryville. We'll see freshman Alejo Aldaba back in goal. Look for the Knights to protect the net a little more than usual tonight, as the freshman has one game experience coming up for Chad Silvey after he received that red card. For Poplar Bluff, they are 4-16-1 on the year, according to certain sources, on a 6-game losing streak. Last one came against Greenwood out of Springfield. Coming to the game, Bryce Santabar is your goal leader. He has 23 on the season, followed up by Cole Gerstenberger's 17. Assist leaders include Tristan Stotler at 14, Bryce Santagar at 11, and Gatlin Roberts and Cole Gerstenberger both with 10. Farmington, as we've previously stated before, is very strong up the middle. A lot of playmaking that goes on both at all 3 levels. You have Bryce Santagar and Tristan Stotler running the forward spots up top. Then you have Cole Gerstenberger, Gatlin Roberts patrolling the middle. And back at center backs, you have Tyler Herzog and Max Reed. We'll see if that stays true as the Knights do flip through formations throughout the season.
I wonder if there'll be any lineup changes tonight with senior night, maybe throwing some of those seniors in spots that maybe they haven't played in this year.
I do believe there was word of a couple seniors getting the start, getting their first varsity start for the year. That's a nice gesture. We love it. We love it here at Farmington High School. Get them a little bit of moment, and then they'll go out and win a soccer game, and hopefully the Knights will have it under control to where we'll be able to see them again.
That will be nice. I tell you, it's always hard, I think, on senior night to deal with the emotions of the evening, knowing that, of course, for the Knights soccer team, this isn't their last home game, but usually senior night is about your last home game and celebrating your successes over the last year. So kind of got to put that aside now that the game is getting ready to start and give it your all, because the Mules, whenever you play any team from the southeast Missouri area, they're going to be tough and physical.
Well said, David. Now, as we previously mentioned, it's National Physical Therapy Month, so I want to ask you, Dave, what all are you guys at the clinic doing to celebrate this month?
Well, as you know, because you've been by our office a few times, all month long there are a bunch of snacks, some healthy, some not so healthy. We also have BioFreeze sales all month long, but yeah, you need to stop by and get some free snacks in the very least. I've seen several of these soccer guys in my office as they've been rehabbing some bumps and bruises and trying to get ready for this stretch run into the playoffs.
Yes, and the Knights, in their playoff run, a very manageable district. They have beaten all 3 teams fairly handily in their district, and also, more than likely, their sectional foe, Hillsborough, they have also handled. Once you get into the quarterfinals, though, that's when you start seeing those St. Louis teams.
Yeah, it's likely that we could see a rematch with Webster Groves in the quarterfinals, which was a fun game the first time around.
Yes.
But, of course, you got to take care of business first through the district round, like you said. They've had success against those district teams this season, and it would be nice to a title. So it'd be nice to get one. It's been, a couple years since we had our last district title.
Yes, the Knights earlier the season hosted Webster Groves, lost that one 3-1. I'll bet a expect a sensational second half from the Statesmen. But also the Knights could see St. Louis Priory down the road, who they beat 2-1 earlier in the season. So the Knights have seen, quite some competition, mixed results against them. But we'll see how everything files out once teams start to catch fire in the playoffs, and certain things happen, whether it be injuries or cards coming into play. It will be very interesting to say the least.
One of my favorite memories of covering a soccer game as a sports medicine person was when Farmington was playing Cape Notre Dame several years ago for the district championship game, and that came down to penalty kicks. We did not end up on the positive side. When you get into the playoffs, you're right, there's some exciting soccer and a lot of action and suspense, and it hopefully will be a long, fun ride for these Knights.
Yes, and as you get into the playoffs, you will get everybody's best. So while you think the defense would tighten up, you'll get the best shots from them. These strike kick, some of these strikers rather. You have marksmen like Bryce Santagraw and Cole Gerstenberger, and with support from Tristan Stotler and Gatlin Roberts to really fill up the net. These Knights can really put it in the back of the net in any given game. So it'll be interesting to see how they fare against tougher defenses as the playoffs roll out.
Yeah, these seniors on the Farmington team, I tell you what, they've had an impact on the program. They've played together, obviously, since they were little in the Little Soccer League, but you never know from night to night who's going to step up and score a goal. Obviously, you have your usual suspects that you just mentioned, but really at any point in the night, we have so many different players that can step up and score a goal, and I think that's what makes us so dangerous going into the playoffs.
You would be correct. We have a lot of experience on the team, and you have a lot of seniors that maybe they haven't started all 4 years, but certainly have gotten much playing time. I know Bryce Santagraw has certainly started all 4 years. Max Reed has seen his share all 4 years. I believe he started his freshman year. You also have Tyler Herzog and Tristan Stotler that saw much action in their 4 years. And Cole Gerstenberger, we've mentioned before, a transfer from Perryville. He was two-time All-State there his sophomore and junior year, because he saw some playing time his freshman year as well. That just adds to the danger of this Farmington team.
Yeah, not a bad piece to add to your team going into this year. Was G has definitely provided a lot of size and skill and athleticism, and he's a fun player to watch. I think the one challenge that Farmington may have is depth. They don't have a lot of depth. They've had, I guess, fewer people on the bench this year, but any player can step up at any given time and give them some minutes if they needed.
Yes, the Knights 11-3 on the season, as previously stated. Only one of those losses coming to a Class 3 team. Lost to Letcher Groves, as stated, 3-1. Went up to DeSmet, lost to them, but
another great team.
They were number 1 in Class 4 last time I checked, and had to go down to Jackson. Jackson's such a tough place to play, no matter what sport. Lost 3-0 in that one. Also a Class 4 team. We'll be starting match for both teams. Number 16, Wyatt Rowling coming out to start for the Mules. Number 8, Xander Martin coming out also to play. Our basketball standout at Poplar Bluff. Didn't catch that name, number 20.
Ethan Tucker.
They rolled these out for me. I'm talking too much.
Dustin Moses is the goalkeeper for the Mules. Tommy Holland. That's a great name. Zach Limpsey. Number 20 is Brady Robertson.
And we don't have a roster up here in the booth, so we will try to feed you these stats and remember these names as much as we possibly can. These will be a little easier. Alejo Adaba, the freshman, getting the start on senior night, as we said before. Chad Sylvie, unfortunately, out because of a red card in his previous game. Number 7, Max Reed, big, physical defender in the back. Not a whole lot's going to get past him, and he will make sure that doesn't tonight with Alejo in the goalie. Number 8, Tyler Herzog, also a nice defenseman for the Knights, can also play up a little bit as well. And number 14, as was stated in senior night, 3-time All-State, I believe, or 4-time All-State, 3-time All-State, freshman, sophomore, junior year. Farmington's all-time goal leader, assist leader. A lot of success at the hands of Bryce Sansker. 15, Tristan Stadler, fast as they come, ladies and gentlemen. You will not see anybody faster, possibly in the state of Missouri. Number 17, Martin Guerrero, a nice piece, shifty, quick, handles the ball well, gets after it, never quits. Number 19, Brandon Cooper getting the start on senior night. Been with the Knights all 4 years. Loyalty in the making right there. Number 20, Parker Stomback. I believe that's how you say his name. Also getting the start tonight. Number 21, Cody Winch. Likes to play around the middle of the field, can play up or play back. Also a big body that can rough it up in the middle. Number 22, Cole Gerstenberger, stands at 6'5", 6'6". You're not any 50-50 ball that's coming off across into the box is more of like a 75-25 ball for him. And also number 16, Galen Roberts, sort of the pseudo point tonight's team at the national. And just want to make it clear, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below you as you watch this video. And if you have already subscribed, or just subscribed as I said that, hit the bell, hit notifications to find every event here at Farmington High School covered by Black Knight Studios on YouTube. Get notifications. We will be live streaming multiple events. Watch them live. Enjoy yourself.
So that was a cool little tradition, having each of the Farmington players have a future Farmington night go out with them to listen to the national anthem. Tell you there's no better way to get kids excited and want to be a part of the program than start them out when they're young. I think that's a really cool thing that Farmington Soccer is doing.
Kind of like how you'll see on TV in big soccer matches, every player gets a little kid they hold on to as they walk out, stand in front of, as they play the national anthem. I believe they're called sponsors or something along those lines. I could be totally wrong. If I'm wrong, they're probably blasting me at home, but the terminology is not coming to me right now, but I do believe it is a sponsor.
That's the future of our program.
Certainly. You can never build the future too early. It looks like the Knights are going to play forward back tonight. Max Reed, Tyler Herzog in the middle, Martin Guerrero and Cody Lynch on the wings. Looks like Galen Roberts is going to be playing back more center defensive mid tonight. Ogerson Berger on the right side in the midfield. Bryce Hanscroft going to control the middle. Parker Steinbach on the left side. Brandon Cooper up top, and Tristan Stotler also controlling the right side, more in a forward position. Nice little pass there by Poplar Bluff. There, it doesn't go anywhere too far for Green or Martin to reach. He's hustling over Tristan Stotler on the right side. He'll play it up to Cole Grischenberger. He'll struggle with the touch, but he gets it over to Tristan Stotler, and the right defensive back for Poplar Bluff cannot catch up. And it's a goal for Farmington. Tristan Stotler on the ground, crosses it over. Bryce Hanscroft. It looks like it might have deflected off the shin of a Poplar Bluff player.
I mean, you mentioned that speed earlier, Tristan Stotler. You saw it on display there as he flew down the sideline.
Goal for Bryce. What is this, Tristan Stotler?
Well, Tyson, that didn't take too long to get that first goal for the Knights on senior night.
They're off to a fast start, as one would imagine. They have a nice little trio up there between Grischenberger, Stotler, and Santagraw. They have some chemistry, to say the least. And assist for Tristan Stotler. Goal awarded to Bryce Santagraw. A little bit of a flick on there. Can't be handled by Xander Martin. Cody Wink's going to play back to Tyler Herzog. Over to the right side of Stotler. Back to Herzog. And the defensive third. Up to Gallon Roberts. He's going to play it over to Martin Guerrero. Martin Guerrero. He's up the left side. He's going to play it back to Max Reed. They're going to move the ball out. Shift the defense. Makes his way back over to Stotler. He's going to play it back to Cody Wish. Cody Wish tries to hit Gerstenberger in the middle as they found a hole in Poplar Bluff, but Poplar Bluff defender gets his foot in the way. Ref gets in the way of a Poplar Bluff attack. They'll play it back to the right side. And Parker will call a foul on Farmington from the looks of it. Poplar's going to play it through. Vancouver can't quite get to it, but he'll get it away. That's an admirable hustle there from Brandon Cooper as he took the ball away from Poplar Bluff. I don't know if we will retain possession though. Party Girl gets in the way.
Took a shot to the face on that one.
A little bit of chin music there for Brandon Cooper. Brandon Cooper trying to find his bearings right now up there at the front. You can tell there's an itch right there for a goal. Stotler's going to play it long to Gerstenberger. Gerstenberger showcases his speed. And he has on the right side, going to go deep down to the end of the field. Gets it across to Brandon Cooper. Brandon Cooper tries to get it off the volley, but can't get enough power on it for it to go anywhere. Roberts stays with it, and Bluff's going to kick this one away.
Yeah, he couldn't get that ball to settle down for him to get any kind of real shot.
Bluff's going to get it over to Xander Martin. And Herzog keeps it. Xander Martin prepped for this cold tonight. A little bit misplayed there by Tristan Stotler, but Xander Martin prepped for this cold tonight. He has himself a beanie, a hoodie, some gloves, some leggings.
Yeah, I see the beanie out there making a presence on the field tonight. It's the first time probably this season we've seen these chilly of a temperature.
You know what? I can't quite say I blame him. But you over here, you like the cold.
I do like the cold.
It's like a white Siberian tiger over there. Relishes in it.
Not too bad tonight. Kickoff, we were at 53 degrees.
Not at all. Oh, here we go, making a run. Cole Grischenberger looking for Brandon Cooper. He's going to stick with it, and
that was a nice sliding tackle by Poplar Bluff defender.
That takes some real precision, especially when Cole Grischenberger could have been on goal there. You're looking at a yellow card, possibly even a red if the ref believes it's malicious enough. All right, Santagraw. One heck of throw in. You see this right here as gets it over. Oh, and Cody Winch jumped up for it, but collected by the Poplar Bluff goalkeeper. As I was saying about Bryce Fitzgerald and his throw-ins, I mean, he tossed that one halfway across the field, right on goal.
He has an arm.
Just an all-around athlete, Fitzgerald is. It's good to see him running around healthy, though, after a late ankle injury against Perryville last week.
Some good therapy work right there. Got him ready for the game tonight.
Oh, but of course. Bryce Fitzgerald is chalking that recovery up to National Physical Therapy Month, courtesy of David Burke and his staff, Farmington Sports and Rehab, along Maple Valley Drive in Farmington, Missouri.
You know, we have been the official sports medicine provider for the Farmington School District my entire 22 years. Really goes back to the early 90s when the clinic started providing sports medicine services to the Farmington School District.
I can only speak for the 4 years that I've been in high school, but it shows no sign of slowing down.
Hopefully not. You know, it's been an interesting time. Like I said, my son being a senior this year, I've seen this class kind of grow up since they were little kids, and perspective's a little different, but it's still.
Here we go. Brady Cooper takes off the foot, but we have a little muscle on. We're gonna get a foul.
He took a shot there, didn't he?
People will play by Tristan Stallmer. Tries to get over to Parker, but it'll roll out of bounds. And another thing that comes along with the physical therapy part of all this is the relationships you build with not only players but the whole team in general. Players, coaches, anybody associated with it. You're there almost every day. You get some. You will, if you're injured, you will see them almost every day, and you will build some relationships that will stick with you for a very long time.
Yeah, I would say the best part of my job is forming those relationships with the student athletes, and then not only while they're in high school, but following them after high school. And I am now seeing kids enter high school that I've had their parents when I first started, so it makes me feel old, but yet it's a cool thing to see and get to know everybody. We have some really special athletes and students here in the Farmington School District, and like I said, I'm blessed to be able to get to know them and work with them.
Bryce Fitzgerald has a little flick on save by Martin Guerrero, but nothing to do in the box. Headed away behind the Poplar Bluff defender, and they'll retain possession, but spoke too soon. He kicks it out of bounds. Ready to throw in. Gonna throw it to Gerstenberger. Kick back out by Blue defender. Gerstenberger's asking for a quick throw in, and they'll get to work close to the goal. Parker almost had a nice back heel to Tristan Stallmer behind him, but good pass by Cody Lynch in. Center Martin's going to try to control it, but the beanie comes off.
The beanie went flying.
And to say at the least, Center Martin kind of looks out of his element in this game. Very solid basketball player. The last time I've seen him in a full sport, it was football. Nice little step over move. And as fast as Tristan Stallmer is, just put a little too far out in front of him. Tanner Martin is saying, forget the beanie, we'll go without it.
That one was pretty obvious. A shove, a push off right in front of the official. Not going to get away with that too many times.
Explain their defense on their defensive third. Goes on looking around, going to play to the middle to Gavin Roberts. Gavin Roberts going to dribble a little forward. Goes to the left side, over to Guerrero. Guerrero finds a way to Parker. Parker trying to backheel it to Martin, but cannot do it down the right side for Knocked around. Now Roberts rolls the ball. Crosses field over to Tristan Stoller. Tristan Stoller looks ahead to Cole Gerstenberger. Gerstenberger, touch. Back to Gallon Roberts in the middle of the field. Seems to be a couple openings in the Bluffs defense. Xander Martin on Gallon Roberts, though. So you can't knock Martin's hustle right now. Nice things wrong. Tries to retain it. Bluffs defense gets it back. Oh, Tyler Herzog going to step in front of Martin. Martin, finds his way through after a ricochet off Tyler Herzog. Tyler Herzog's going to put his shoulder in him, and Xander Martin's going to hit the ground. That'll be a foul on Tyler Herzog.
It was a good physical play on Tyler Herzog to stop the momentum of Martin.
Finish for the varsity football team.
Yeah, they're making their way back to the locker room after practice. They are going to be finishing their regular season this week on Friday night with a tilt against the Central Rebels.
Oh, Bluff attacker. We're going to get back to Alejo, and Alejo kicks it down the field. Over to Poplar back. A little bit of a threat there from Poplar Bluff, but Aldebaran stayed cool, stayed calm. Got it out of there. Cole Gerstenberger with the steal. Ooh, can't get his way around the Poplar Bluff defense. But Gallon Roberts gets held. No call. Advantage played. Yeah, Tristan Stoller goes for a nutmeg, but it's taken away by Poplar Bluff. Retains it. Tristan Stoller back on the right side. Seen the ball a lot on this side tonight. Let's go over to Parker, but Parker cannot reach to it. Oh, and he will take a spill.
And he took a hard fall on that track.
Over on the track, and he's limping off.
A little gimpy over there.
Just simply almost stepped on the ball and just tripped over and hit the track. Let's see one of David's accomplices.
Yeah, Dr. Aaron Baker's making his way out there. Looks like he's...
Parker is gonna tough this one off. He'll jog off with a gimp. But a courteous showing. Parker Sobek on his senior night. So, swinging with it over there. Back to Max Reed. Max Reed with Chad Sylvia. Max Reed sort of acting as the field general. Go over to Ethan Miller, casted up. Good thing you really don't need your hands out there at a right wing back. I would love to simply replace it to Gallon Roberts. Gallon Roberts going to push it up the field. Nice little touch over there to Chase Gallahard, who's playing midfield tonight. You usually see him in the defense. Up the right side. Oh, nice little pass to Gallon Roberts. It's a... Gallon Roberts hits it with more of the heel of his foot, and it goes left on goal.
It was a nice pass. Just was not able to connect on the shot.
Crosses field to Tristan Stoller. Big ups from the Poplar Bluff defense. He gets up and heads that one away. We got Roberts pretty much now in the middle of the field. Over on the left side. Oh, and Chase Gallahard misplays that ball. Looking for Cole Gerstenberger on the give and go. Poplar Bluff will have it in their midfield. Oh, he swings and misses. That's Tommy Holland. That's your man.
It is my man.
Oh, and a little period of sloppy play here by both teams. John Roberts going to keep it out of bounds. He was asking the ref if it was off Poplar Bluff, but
it looked like it was off Poplar Bluff, but
the ref says nope. Advantage Bluff. So we went up with throw in. Cody Winch goes up for it, knocks it away from Poplar Bluff's attacker, John Roberts. Over to Chase Gallagher. Nice little touch to Cole Gerstenberger. He's almost stays with it. Oh, and Chase Gallagher is going to take that miss pass away. Cole Gerstenberger down the left side. Looking into the box. Stops. Throws it back to, kicks it back to Martin Guerrero. Martin Guerrero gets spun around. Poplar manages to keep it in. And Poplar back tackler tries to use a little give and go to himself around Max Reed, but it's no avail. Max Reed, keen play back there from the left back at the moment. It looks like Farmington shifted back to a 3-man defense. This is all on the right side. In the middle to the 30-yard line. Gallagher. Oh, gets clipped. No call. But gets it over to Cole Gerstenberger. Chase Gallagher hustling. Gerstenberger right side for just Stotler and another overplay. This is Tyler letting everybody know the Knights has been overplayed a few times. Hey, I'm fast. I'm just not that quick.
Coach Sansagra, body barking in some instructions, wanting the Knights to play up a little bit.
Poplar Bluff. We saw that would be Knights ball. We saw the Knights when Big 10-1 over Sykeston last Monday. The Mules, if this is any indication, lost 2-1 to Sykeston in their matchup. Probably a nice little fake right there. Plays it back left. Gavin Roberts. Gavin Roberts going to play it up to Max Reed. Max Reed about 40 yards out. And Martin Guerrero. Guerrero plays the career for a little give and go. Martin Guerrero's in business. And hey, it's a goal! Martin Guerrero.
Martin took a nice angle there on that shot, snuck it behind the goalkeeper.
I don't think the goalkeeper thought that was going in.
I don't think he did either. If he did not respond or have any kind of reaction to that ball.
I mean, I would think a goalkeeper, if there's any chance of that going in, if you even think it's close, you go out and dive for that. Martin Guerrero had the goalie standing like a statue. That's only Martin's second goal of the season. But a crafty one at that. Next room defense. Over Martin Guerrero again. Martin Guerrero going to push the issue. Nice through ball to Cole Gerstenberger, and he will get to it. He's looking into the box. Going to, on the ground, cross it in. Oh, missed by a Poplar defense, but nobody home for Farmington. Bro. Solid play. Fending off the Poplar Bluff midfielder. Actually, he's playing a little up right now because everybody works in the middle of the field. Over to Tristan Stotler, right side. He's at the top of the box. Tries to play in Chase Gallagher, but Chase Gallagher and Tristan Stotler not on the same page there.
Some fancy footwork there, though.
Oh, for sure. Even Tristan's feet just look fast. I mean, you see some fast people who are able to stride out, and they work with their strides, but Tristan Stotler, everything. His strides, his hands, his feet, just 100 miles per hour whenever he gets going. Stop it. Back over to Gallon Roberts. Gallon Roberts across the field to Gerstenberger. Nice little touch there. He'll play to Bryce Sansagraw. Bryce Sansagraw one-on-one with the keeper. And it's going to find its way in off the keeper's hands. That's another Farmington goal.
Bryce adding to his career record holding place here in Farmington soccer history with another goal tonight.
I don't know the exact number, but it is well over triple digit. 100. 25 goals on the season for Bryce Sansagraw. You happen to see who got that assist on that one, David?
You know, I was mesmerized by the feetwork of Bryce Sunsdraw. I did not see who passing the ball. I believe Tristan had it right before Bryce got it, but I could be mistaken.
I believe it was either Tristan or Gallon Roberts. A solid pick for either, as they both are high assists accumulators. It was Tristan Tyler as his 15th on the season, but that was Gallon Roberts as his 11th. That's 2 goals on the night for Bryce Sansegraw. Pretty much blocks that one away. And a good time as ever to announce that the Farmington High School is bringing back Nightlife newspaper, this time online. Written by the students, edited by the students, posted by the students. Go check that out on the school website or find us at Nightlife with a K.
I understand you guys are bringing back some of the classics of nightlife.
We are trying to. We're still pretty young, still trying to work all the kinks out, but it's coming along greatly. We're getting a lot of content on there, a lot of quality content as well, making sure everything is nice and kept for our viewers. But yeah, we would love to bring back some classical elements of those prior days at Farmington High School. The Farmington High School that our guest commentator David Burke has already graduated from.
Back in the day, class of 1993.
A proud alum sitting in the booth, and I'll be happy to join the alumni this May.
It's hard to believe that I graduated way before you guys were even born.
It's true. My sister got to go play in the midfield, playing a little more back tonight.
So does the class of 2019, do you guys have a senior motto or a slogan that... So when the class of 93, our saying or motto was, I'll be free in 93.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if that was continued. I don't know if you guys... I know I've seen some of the hashtag last year, best year stuff. I didn't know if that was really a class adopted thing or...
I'm sure we'll find something clever by the end of our tenure. I just don't think graduation has really settled in for me yet. Oh, G with a great header, but gets blocked by Poplar defender. It's going to be Max Reed! Goal! Maxwell Reed.
Goal. Maxwell Reed.
That's Maxwell's 4th goal on the season, and to be honest with you, Dave, I've witnessed all 4. As
Nice.
it came in the span of this past week.
Nice.
2 against Sykeston, 1 against Perryville, might I add, and now 1 against Poplar Bluff.
He's going to want you at every game from here on out, Tyson. I tell you what, that play was set up, though, by that nice header by Cole Gerstenberger.
Really applied pressure to Poplar Bluff's defense. Cole Gerstenberger's latest header goal coming against his former team, the Perryville Pirates. That one went on to be the game-winning goal. Second half. Farmington winning that one by a score of 3-2. As you can imagine, emotions were high in that game.
Yeah, that had to be a special game-winning goal for Cole.
Yes. There was a little tension to be had, not only on the field, but also in the stands. A nice little throw-in by Bryce Insegar again. Gets into the box. Tristan Dollar fancy forward. Cody Winch goes for goal, but there's a foot in his way by Poplar Bluff. Galen Roberts with a nice little strike. Oh, off the post, and Tristan Dollar tries to rebound the right into the goalie. Valiant strike by Galen Roberts. What a rocket. Just a couple inches to the right. Knights looking like they want to shut this thing down early.
They may send us home early tonight.
It's a little chilly, and I don't think anybody would have a problem with that. Not named the Poplar Bluff Mules. Goes on. Gonna play back to Lejo. Lejo hasn't had to worry too much tonight as his defense has had his back. They have not let a whole lot get through. Only a couple times have I seen the ball get into the box.
Say, I don't know if Poplar Bluff has an official shot on goal yet tonight.
And that one just misses.
There was substitution for Poplar Bluff, number 9 entering the game.
Now, when you watch Farmington against certain teams, you have some teams where like, wow, these are really two balanced teams. This is a balanced game. But then there are other games where you're like, wow, you never realize how much talent you have on this Farmington team because if that ball had been in the feet of Bryce Sansenberg, Cole Gerstenberger, Tristan Stahler, that ball would have found its way into the back of the net, one-on-one with the goalie.
Yeah, we take it for granted, I think, watching these guys play game in and game out. But you're right, so much talent on this Farmington roster. You can really see it when you play against a, say, less experienced team like Poplar Bluff.
It's hard to find a public school outside the St. Louis area that has the seasoning these Farmington Knights. They've been playing for as long as they could have kicked a soccer ball.
You know, the soccer program at Farmington has evolved so much over even my tenure of being on the sidelines when the program was in its infancy. It's really been amazing to see the transformation that Farmington soccer has become a state powerhouse.
That's a nifty move to get on the goal. Oh, ball comes right to goal. Gerstenberger gonna have himself a shot. Wide left on the ground. And quite a few people in the stands tonight for a Farmington soccer game.
I'm telling you, it's a nice crowd. I had a hard time finding a place to park. Somebody took the official Red Tornado parking spot tonight, so I did not have it.
And for your viewers back home, if I have failed to mention so far, David Burke, the Red Tornado. Just wanted to make that official. If you're in a Red Tornado talk tonight, we're talking about David Burke.
I would hope, Tyson, that everyone out there in Black Knight Land knows of the Red Tornado.
We are on YouTube. YouTube is global. I'm going to scoop it up. Rolled over to Ethan Miller. Ethan Miller on the right side. We'll play up the middle to Gavin Roberts. Gavin Roberts going to have himself a run over to Cole Gerstenberger on the left mid. We're going to play it even more left over to Mark Guerrero. Mark Guerrero puts it a little too far in front. It stopped. Oh, and Mark Guerrero, as we talked about before, a high motor on the soccer field is not going to give up on that ball. Actually, he finds himself in the right place at the right time as he blocks that. Bluff's going to kick it out. Nice ball. A little bit of a pull. Got Roberts on the night head. Lanes it up to Sansenberger. Finds his way to Barnes' feet. That's going to play to the right wing back, Ethan Miller. Looks like Farmington shifted back to a 4-man defense. Just going to play it over Colbert-Springer's head, but enough room to work with, and foot.
Another nice little slide tackle there.
There's 13:48 left to play in this game. Farmington's up 4-0. Sorry, 13:38 left to play in this half, rather. Stolen by Bryce again. He lets it go this time. He's going to get the foot there. He's going to play over Mark Guerrero. Mark Guerrero going to put a little move on. Just push back, though. By Sansenberger working with it from 30 yards. Ooh, finds the head of Poplar Bluff. Looking for Chase Gallagher. Top of the box. Gallagher can't find Gerstenberger. The clearing will find Max Reed. He'll head over to Tristan Stahler. And we'll go back into back half. The Knights put it forward again. Tristan on the right side. Looking long. Gets blocked by a Poplar Bluff midfielder. And ooh, nice little move there by number 7 for Poplar Bluff. Don't know if that was intentional, but the ball will find its way down to Alejo on the very long 3 ball. Goes on. Flipping Fields. quick passes by Poplar Bluff in the midfield circle. And blocked by Cole Gerstenberger. Bryce Sitzergall will play it forward, but Cole Gerstenberger was offsides. Bryce Sitzergall almost got his own pass, but thoughtful play from the Poplar Bluff goalie to come out and kick it away. There are a little too much mustard after the ball, and it'll go out of play. Also tonight, the beginning of the National Basketball Association regular season at 7 o'clock tonight here in a few minutes will be Boston Celtics at the Philadelphia 76ers, and then later on tonight at 9:30, the Oklahoma City Thunder at the Golden State Warriors, the reigning champs.
You told me earlier you were excited about the start of the NBA season. Who do you think is going to take the crown this year?
Take the crown this year? Well, the easy answer is the Golden State Warriors, because I think there's not a team in the Western Conference that can compete with them. But I'll be a little different, and I think there is one team that can compete with them in the Eastern Conference, and that's the Boston Celtics. Nice flick on from the head from Bryce Sitzergall, but it'll get scooped up by the left goalie. He'll have a quick throw out. But Boston Celtics have a great mix of young players. They have 2 top 20 players in Kyrie Irving, Gordon Hayward.
Tell you, back in the day, I loved watching some Larry Bird and Boston Celtics basketball.
Can't imagine. I think they may be on to another chapter to the dynasty, as they also have 2 young, proven wings in Jaylen Brown and St. Louis native Jason Tatum in his second year. And they'll play a 4-out system around veteran forward Al Horford this year. With scary Terry Rozier. Oh, nice through ball from Bryce Sitzergall. Tristan Stoller. Farmstead has numbers. Tristan Stoller's going to cross it over to his left foot, and ooh!
They did make it through the football uprights. Does that count in soccer?
I'd love to see 3 more points on the board, but Tristan Stoller a little too high with down looking for the left upper 90. But nice little setup, just coming up a little long for the Knights. But again, with the Celtics, they're deep as well with youth. They have scary Terry Rozier, who had an outstanding showing in the postseason last year when Kyrie Irving went down. Gordon Hayward, of course, hurt himself in the season opener, out for the season. So Boston managed to find their way to a 2 seed, find their way in the conference finals, and was 6 minutes from a finals appearance.
I assume with LeBron's departure out west, does that pretty much leave the East for Boston to take?
I believe it'll be them and the Philadelphia 76ers and maybe the Milwaukee Bucks. Misplay there by Cole Gerstenberger. It'll be Poplar Bluff ball. 76ers have an intriguing team. The Bucks have Giannis Antetokounmpo. Some mixture of length. You see in the NBA now. You have a lot of stretch players that are long. Certainly, those 3 teams have quite a few players that fit that bill. Bluff in the middle, over to the right side. Cole Gerstenberger takes it away. Martin Guerrero, and the sub-league play it over to Cody Winch. A little twirl in midfield. Over to the right to Ethan Miller. Ethan Miller up. Stotler, and it's going to get deflected out by Xander Martin. Xander Martin on the run. He's going to, Bluff plays the right, can't get a head on it. Martin Guerrero. And Max Street somehow keeps it in bounds. Down the line to Martin Guerrero. Martin Guerrero's going to keep it alive, but can't find Gerstenberger or Sansagraw, and it'll go out of bounds. Knight's ball. Oh, Gerstenberger's going to get it and go! But I don't think that is a legal throw. We'll see what they say. We'll redo it. They're going to play it back. Stoller. Nice touch over to Gallon Roberts. Gallon Roberts, nice. Ooh, just a little too much for Cole Gerstenberger. Right to the Poplar left keeper. Now, David, you're a Mizzou alum as well as a Farmington alum. Who do the Tigers have this weekend Saturday? Oh,
it's homecoming weekend at the Zoo this weekend. They play the Memphis Tigers at Fairfield Field, and hoping to make my way up there.
I know Memphis scheduled as a sure win, but Memphis just gave a top 10 ranked UCF team, Central Florida rather, a run for their money.
Yeah, that was a great game to watch on Saturday. Little, probably more known fact here in this part of the country, but Mizzou claims to have begun the tradition of homecoming.
Wow.
And they'll have another homecoming celebration this weekend. Hopefully get things back on track after a tough loss to Alabama.
Goes for the hole and splits the bottom football crossbar with the top soccer crossbar.
There's not a lot of room in between there, but he was able to thread that needle.
Bluff will kick it away. Been in homecoming. That's actually pretty special. You don't realize how close you are to the invention and creation of certain things. Switch this outlet. Gives it back over to Ethan Miller, and as the Knights do often, they'll rotate the defense.
I believe there's a university to the west of Missouri. I try not to mention their name a whole lot, but they would argue that they invented homecoming. There is a little controversy there, but I will side with my Missouri Tigers.
As always with the Colson Gerstenberger turn on the Jets and pushes over a Poplar Bluff player, and no whistle blown. That'll be a goal for Cole Gerstenberger, the big man in the middle.
And there was some contact there, but Gerstenberger stayed with that ball. The Poplar Bluff defender, I think, was looking for a whistle, did not get one, and Cole put that right through the net.
To be quite honest with you, I think everybody in the stadium was looking for the foul, was expecting the foul. Cole Gerstenberger even hesitated a little bit before he took that shot. I think the goalie was ready. It's 5-0 Farmington. We still have 5:40 left to play in this first half. Then we got a little Mizzou joke for you.
What is it?
Why do all the trees of Missouri lean to the west?
I do not know.
Because Kansas sucks.
That is a rivalry that even though we're not in the same conference anymore, when Missouri left the Big 12, I still don't think the hatred between those two schools have gone away.
Certainly not. Kevin Edwards controls in the middle of the field. Going to put a move on Poplar Bluff. Can't stay with it. Chase Gallagher comes up with it. Right side to Tristan Stoddard. Tristan Stoddard's got some space. He's looking for Cole Gerstenberger. We saw the connection. Nice through ball. Finds his foot to Bryce Santagra. Blocked by Poplar Bluff on a Bryce Santagra shot. We're going to retain it. And ooh, nice connection there. Back to what a beautiful connection between Bryce Santagra and Cole Gerstenberger. A matter of 4 passes and about 4 touches.
Farmington's making a substitution.
That's Owen Beckett.
Going to give Cole a breather here.
I'm sure it's not easy to have that big body patrolling the midfield for 80 minutes.
My youngest daughter, Charlotte, who's in 7th grade, she compares Cole to a robot because he's big, got the size. He's a beast, that's for sure.
Oh, for sure. As he's put on display already in this game, big and can move.
He has a speed for a big guy. You don't usually see that when somebody as tall as he is. But not only is he tall, he's got so stout too. He's just got a great build. We'll get to see him.
Nice play over to Martin Guerrero. Martin Guerrero's on full speed, and he'll get grabbed, possibly. And they'll call the foul.
I don't know about your vantage point, but I cannot see about 20 yards worth from the corner of this booth, so I did not see anything at that particular play.
You just scoot over to me, Dave. I have no problem with it.
Yeah, we'll get to see Cole take his talents to the basketball court after soccer season is over, and once again he's got that big physical size. He'll help the Knights basketball team this year.
Oh wow, nice cross in from Bryce Santiago over to Max Reed. Max Reed
Oh,
played it back, but couldn't find a foot to get the ball into the net. And it looks like it will stay with the Knights.
so we're going to have a corner kick coming up here.
Corner kick from the right side.
Is that the first corner kick of the night?
It just might be. You know, whenever the ball happens to come into the attacking thirds for either team, you know, it's either the Farmington Knights sweep it up or the Knights are going to score the soccer ball. That cross cannot connect.
So Ethan checked out of the game just now.
We'll put in Trip Berghaus, the favorite teammate on the soccer team, to say the least. We'll go in a right wing back. More playing more middle. Stoller gonna play it back to Aldaba. Aldaba scanning the field to the middle to Cody Winch. Cody Winch knocks over to Trim Berghaus, who is playing right back. Stoller. Turn over for the Knights. Tries to flick it over to Zayna Martin. Zayna Martin puts a little move on, but swept up by Herzog. Herzog's going to get it over quick to Tristan Stoller. Tristan Stoller is going to put the speed on over to Gallon Roberts. Over to Tristan Stoller in the middle of the field. Owen Beckett's going to see his first touch of the night. He'll play it down, tries to find Chance Gallagher, and that will stay in bounds. Chance Gallagher makes his defender, but can't recuperate with it. Owen Beckett finds the ball over to Gallon Roberts, but Pop Buff's there again. And as you stated before the game, Dave, SEMO teams like Poplar Bluff are physical, they're tough, and they are just outright aggressive. And that may make up for some of the deficiencies that they have on their team.
Yeah, I always say they must feed them differently down in southeast Missouri, because it seems like when we go face these schools, they have such size and physicality.
Earlier in high school tenure, me and my friends out there on the field wasn't the prettiest of friendships between Farmington and Poplar Bluff, as there was a little post game scuffle freshman year during the regular season going down to Poplar Bluff, and time will expire. Farmington has a 5-0 advantage at the break. 10-minute halftime. We'll get back with you here in a few minutes.
State of the art facilities they have, I wouldn't hesitate Ozarks Federal Savings and Loan is a different kind of bank. Even our name is different. A mutual association owned by our customers. When you open an account with Ozarks Federal, you become an owner. We work for you. Ozarks Federal is a mutual bank for those who make their homes here. Your business stays local, and we know you by name, not number, because you are an owner. Student savings and checking accounts to help you manage your future and your money. Ozarks Federal, where you're an owner, and we work for you. Member FDIC.
Farmington R7 School District would like to thank the following local businesses for partnering with us on our new turf and video board project. Caldwell Baker Healthy Real Estate, Midwest Health Network.
Well, the teams have switched sides of the field for the second half. Still waiting for Tyson has made it back. Tyson, I was getting a little worried that you weren't going to make it up. Tyson is recovering from an injury and not as quick as you probably used to be.
Well, Dave, that is true. But one thing I noticed whenever you just walk to the bathroom and back is Farmington's such a tight-knit community that you really do just know everybody that pops out to any kind of sporting event.
Tyson's working on his mayoral campaign as he makes his way through the crowd. Well, Tyson, a good first half. 5 goals by the Knights.
Yes, 2 by Bryce Sansegraw, 1 from Martin Guerrero, 1 courtesy of Cole Gerstenberger, and 1 from your center back, Max Reed, who, as I've said before, is on a tear as of late for a defenseman. 4 goals in 3 games. Bluff does not have a shot on goal yet. Farmington has a few shots on goals, but the majority of those shots on goals have been goals to begin with.
They buried them in the back of the net. Hopefully both teams stretched over halftime. The cool weather, you got to maintain that stretching since it's physical therapy month, as you talked about earlier. Proper stretching is the key to avoiding injuries. So hopefully Aaron had all the boys stretching right before the start of the second half.
That was such a physical therapist thing to say.
Injury prevention, that's what we're about, right? We got to make sure that everyone stays healthy. It's the end of the season. We don't have time for anybody to get hurt, so.
Wish I could say the same.
Yeah, you have an interesting perspective. You, throughout your sports career, Tyson, haven't had, I would assume, a lot of injuries that have kept you out for this long of a period of time.
Definitely not.
How has that made you, appreciate or reflect on what you're kind of going through right now?
I'll tell you, after Cole Gerstenberger hit the 360, Allen Roberts tries to get it. Cole Gerstenberger plays it in. Oh, plays it to himself. Into the box. Tries to maintain it. And Poplar Bluff good kick over to Martin Grill. Still in attack mode for the Knights. And swallowed by the goalie. Well, I've definitely learned, everybody tells you, don't think your senior year for granted. I don't think I did, but now I really just do have an appreciation, for how much these things matter and how valuable they are. But also, being out, this will be my 5th week away from the field. Also being out, I think my hunger and my passion for football has not been ignited, so to speak. It's always been there, but has just increased and really, really burned throughout these 5 weeks.
So tell me, is it harder to be on the field? Do you have more nerves when you're on the field, or watching when you don't have a lot of control because you're on the sidelines and can't contribute?
Definitely the latter. Definitely the latter.
I had a couple students in my office this week doing a special for BKTV on concussions. And one of the discussions we had on injuries is there a particular theme when it comes to injuries? We'll see some high impact plays, a collision or something like that. Or in your case, an injury where simply you got your foot stepped on wrong or twisted wrong. And that's the crazy thing about sports is, you'll see a play where you think, holy cow, how did that person not get hurt? And they don't get hurt at all. Then you'll have a real innocent play and somebody will lose the season.
The body works in mysterious ways, as you may know. Well, has some space up there to the left, to the middle. Cole Gerstenberger, and shows off some fanciness as he tries to get that over to Chase Gallagher, but couldn't get through the pump-up defense. Cole Gerstenberger, it's his senior night, so he says, "Hey, I'm gonna pull all my tricks out my bag."
And he has feet. Are quick.
Deep into the box, brings it back out with the flag. The public defense kicked that one out. His Grove will showcase his strength from the throwing position. As you see, Cole Gerstenberger setting himself up. Our Bluff hasn't gotten the scouting report. They're 1-on-1 with Gerstenberger. That's a bold move right there. As we get to Gerstenberger, and he flicks it on, but it's the shoulder of a left defender. Down Roberts gets it out. Scoop it to himself down the right side. Tosses it in to the goal. Berghaus comes up to play the ball. Ball maintains it. Gonna play it cross field to Martin Guerrero, who has gained momentum, and he's gonna get past, cross it over, and nice little touch.
Oh, nice save.
Cole Gerstenberger, the goalie, nice read there. Moves well, and great reaction time as Cole Gerstenberger just wanted to knock it in inside his foot off a great cross from Martin Guerrero.
A nice pass for sure. Gerstenberger put it right on the net. Great play by the goalie.
Over to Santigrog, and play a little too soft for Santigrog to get over to. Challenge from Lidtham by Alan Roberts. Martin Guerrero gets it. Over Tristan Stotler. About 50 yards out. Roberts will get it back to Max Reed on the left side. Looks like Knights may have shifted over to a 3-man defense. 3-4 with Martin Guerrero playing a little more forward than we're used to. Reed regains possession over to Cole Gerstenberger. Gerstenberger gonna take us to the left side, get a little shoved. Tell you what, he took a little squat right there.
He did. It looked a little scary. They kind of twisted those knees a little bit.
Heart pumped a little bit. Roberts on the left side of Martin Guerrero again. Had success from this spot of the field. Back to Reed. So you're going to press up. Not a whole lot of testing from the Poplar Bluff strikers. Next Reed will rotate the ball over to Trenton Berghaus, over to Tristan Stotler, back to Berghaus, back to Herzog. Knights would look for holes in that Poplar Bluff attack. Max Reed, a lot of space right now. Over to Cole Christenberger, back to Max Reed. Max Reed gonna play a little bit of offense right now. Ooh, tries to get to Martin Guerrero, but a little bit behind him.
I think they're going to call him for a handball there.
Solid call.
Ball just had enough spin on there. It kind of kicked up and hit him right in the hand.
32-26 left in the game. Knights still up 5-0. Xander Morton can't get a touch on that. Maintains possession though. Stays aggressive, and sometimes that aggression will take you a long way. But did not have the touch to maintain that ball. Nice little through ball to Bryce Sansegraw. Uses his head and one-on-one with the goalie, and it was just butter for Bryce Sansegraw. That is another goal for the Knights. Bryce Sansegraw officially getting a hat trick.
Cool, calm, and collected. That's what I would call that goal. Composed, took the ball, and lightly touched into that.
And we're literal when we say it's like he's done it 100 times.
Don't forget about the assist by Tristan Stotler there.
That was a beautiful through ball. Coming in, that's Tristan Stotler's second assist on the night. If I'm not mistaken, possibly third. As mentioned before, a little chilly out there on the field. I'm sure that Knights will press up, look to finish this one early.
It's nice and toasty up here in the booth. We've got a full smorgasbord of food and drinks, and the heater's on, and it feels great.
We have food.
I don't even know if we have heat, do we?
Well, I think we do, because I'm currently in shorts right now, and I walked out of the booth and I was like, wow, I don't know what I'm thinking. Bluff's going to advance their attack, but not a good touch there by left midfielder. They go out of play. Farmington gain possession.
Substitution for the Knights.
That's TJ Smugala coming into the Knights. First time we've seen him tonight. I didn't quite recognize him from the back of his head. Had to go to my sheet 13. That is TJ Smugala. Has been a contributor for the Knights. We've seen some players out with injury and various other reasons.
The home bench looks a little bundled up. Have their hoodies and beanies on.
You know, one thing missing from the Farmington bench tonight, I don't see manager Cole Lawrence out.
I did see Cole earlier. He was in the stands.
Hard to miss a tall figure like that, man.
Not many 6'8" folks.
Hard to be a 3-year starter at the 5 spot for the Knights basketball team. That'll probably very well be your 4 right there in Cole Gerstenberger.
Farmington's going to have some size on the hardwood this year.
I was doing some thinking about it, and it's hard to find some lower level, some college teams. When you get out of Division I, it's hard to find some college teams that will have the height of 6'8", 6'6", 6'4", 6'5" in the front court.
It's hard to believe. Middle school winter sports began on Monday,
Wow.
and the following Monday, high school winter sports start. The fall sports season has quickly come and reaching the fun part, I guess, as we get into playoffs.
Yep. As for basketball, they will be missing some returners as many of them play football and soccer. And we see both teams taking a little dive to the playoff waters this year.
Yeah, I hate to say that for both our wrestling and basketball programs, but I would like both of them to miss a few players for a while until we can make a deep run in the playoffs. For the Knights football team, last time they won that district title was back in, I believe, 2012. So they're due. Soccer has it in them to make a long playoff run.
Dropped the past two district titles to rival North County Raiders. I said before, the regular season is in the indication. Shouldn't be that difficult of a run to a district trophy. Richardberger nonchalantly just kicks that one over to Chase Gallagher, who plays it back to Martin Guerrero. Patty cake with Richardberger and Guerrero. Max Reed.
Yeah, the Raiders last year, I believe they lost in the state quarterfinal round. Lost most of that nucleus of that team.
Strong scoring attack with Parker. They had solid, very solid defense. I believe they were all seniors as well. It's also good. Martin Guerrero out of Bluff retains possession. Tristan Fowler turning on the Jets. Gets made. Doesn't give up on the ball. Gallen going to play it over to Gerstenberger. Gerstenberger plays it back to Roberts. Roberts, a little bit of touches right here by a no dribble offense. Pass only.
Nice.
Oh! Goal. Bryce Sansagra.
You talk about
Goal by Bryce
nice
Sansagra.
passing on that possession. Nice, crisp passing resulting in another Bryce Sansagra goal.
Got a four-piece tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
I'll have to admit, I haven't scored a goal in my entire life. To have 4 in one game.
So I can say the same.
Bryce is having himself a senior night tonight.
Sir.
Looks like Chad Sylvie from the bench is giving him some more feedback and having some fun back and forth.
Bryce Sansagra will get his, rather Chad Sylvie will get his pseudo senior night next week as Lindbergh comes into town.
Nice to have yet another home game for these Knights soccer guys. We're hoping for the same on the football side of things.
Here comes Go Bushberger in the box. And
Oh.
just wide left. 8 advantage. It is 7-0 right now for your Farmington Knights. So there is 25-20 left to go in this contest. Love's going to try to kick this one away. Max Reed there chests the ball over to Gowan Roberts. Gowan Roberts crosses for Ethan Miller. Just gets to it before the Poplar Bluff defender. Back to Max Reed. Up to Chase Gallagher playing a much more offensive position tonight. Team most of the season played back in the defense. Knights playing around with the ball, and through ball can't get long pass can't get through to Tristan Dollar from Gerstenberger, but Knights playing the ball again. While maintaining their possession. 46 is the temperature right now.
It's getting a little chilly. Got to see a couple Farmington alumni in the stands tonight on senior night. I got to see Alex Gershner and Jackson Schrum here supporting their fellow teammates from a year ago. Good to see those guys come back. And
Oh, misplay by Poplar Bluff, and goalie will scoop it up. There's Jackson Schrum and Alex Gershner. Gershner, both pursuing their soccer careers right now at Jefferson College up in Hillsborough, Missouri. Jackson Schrum, another Knights transfer that came over his junior year to play a couple years with the Knights from North County. Alex Gershner, former defenseman.
it's great to see these high school athletes being able to take their game and passion for the game to the next level.
Oh, and goal! Cole Gerstenberger.
Goal. Cole Gerstenberger.
A little messy there in the box as you know, a couple of really solid passes to get Cole Gerstenberger one-on-one with the goalie. Kicks it, bounces off the goalie. Cole Gerstenberger just sticks with it, gets the rebound, just knocks it in from a couple of yards out. That'll be G's second score of the night. It is 8-0. Farmington 23-16 left to go in this game.
Shaking some turf out of his shorts, it looks like.
I think Bryce Santagross signaling to the rest of his fellow Knights, hey, let's rev this thing up. What's in this thing? It's senior night. We want to go home early to celebrate.
Nice move there.
Chase Gallagher gets bumped off. He sticks with it. Gonna pass it into the box to Cole Gerstenberger. Cole Gerstenberger look for the hat trick.
Oh.
Can't get to it. Tell you what, I love seeing the Knights have this sort of success. But last Wednesday when Perryville came to town, a close 3-2 win. That might have been the best high school soccer atmosphere I've been to my time here at Farmington High School.
Yeah, those type of games that are nail biters. Of course, you have a little bit more to that game with Cole transferring to Farmington from Perryville, but makes for a special environment.
And more added drama is Chad Sylvie gets handed the red card in the 53rd minute. Gerstenberger at the top of the box, sends it back out, 40 yards out. Here's Gallon Roberts. Chase Gallagher on the left side. He's going to back to Ethan Miller. A little slow, but Ethan Miller controls it. He's going to forward sent that across there. Swallowed up by the goalie. And that's when we first got introduced to the varsity team by Alejo Aldaba, who, coming into this game, snap.
Oh, a nice shot on goal by Bryce Santagross. Stopped right on by the goalkeeper.
Santagross trying to make it a repeat of last week's 5-goal display against Sykeston. And Cole Gerstenberger just a little too much mustard on it for Bryce Santagross. Santagross also named Parkland Pharmacy's player of the week, athlete of the week rather, after his total of 6 goals in a matter of 2 games. A big 10-1 lead over Sykeston and vital 3-2 victory over Perryville.
Yeah, I think numbers like that probably deserve the accolades of being named the athlete of the week.
Farmington's had their share of
Oh,
athletes.
a nice
Yes, that's a nice
pass.
pass.
Oh! No call on the box. Thought there might be something, but
I think the ref's thinking it's 8-0. We'll just let them play right now. No need to add salt to the wound for Poplar Bluff right now unless it's...
we've got another corner kick, Tyson. My favorite play in soccer, besides the penalty kick.
Gerstenberger loves corners too, and he's going to go up for it and get the
Oh,
goal!
there's that hat trick.
Goal! Cole Gerstenberger as the Knights run the ball.
Man, you
back.
called it. You said Cole likes that header, and right on cue, he puts it in the back of the net. Looks like Farmington's unloading their bench.
You see Brandon Cooper, Charles Beckett, Owen Beckett, Trent Berghaus come in for Bryce Santagra. A valiant effort by Bryce Santagra, Cole Gerstenberger, Tristan Stotler, and Tyler Herzog. Martin Guerrero going to come back into the game for Max Reed, and we will see Max Reed come off a salute to these fine, talented seniors. As you mentioned, quite a group that has impacted this soccer program in ways that cannot be expressed in the words, really.
Yeah, you see these little kids are in the stands watching the success that these boys have had on the program, and the effects of Bryce and Max and all those guys are going to be felt for years to come because of what they're doing for our program.
And as they see that, they hope to replicate what these guys have done, and you hope that will be success in the future. It's 9-0 Farmers Knights. They're looking to make this a 10-0 game and end this thing early. Send Poplar Bluff home packing on the buses. Cody Winch, gonna get a little footwork in. Closed off by Poplar Bluff defender. Plays it back to Trenton Berghaus. House up to, I believe there's Beckett out there on the right side. Back to Smugala. And Knights are going to rotate. That's a soft pass to Cody Winch in the middle. Over to Gallon Roberts. Gallon's going to play it over to Owen Beckett. Poplar Bluff fastly approaching. 2 hands in the back. No call. Brandon Cooper is going to play it forward to Chase Gallagher. Oh, a nice little move there to spin out of traffic. Chase Gallagher is going to put on. Ooh. Also wide left. Back to Alejo Aldaba. Got 1 win from Perryville, and he's got an he lets an average of 1.9 goals go.
He's about to run his record to 2-0. Of course, if I had this Farmington offense in front of me, probably would have more wins and losses too. A high octane, potent offense.
Say any better myself, David. I was going to toss this one in. Else? Tries to get possession. Poplar Bluff's going to challenge Alejo. Make sure he wasn't sleeping back there, as he has a 9-0 lead back there at goal. Hasn't seen a whole lot of action tonight. But there is some youth on the back end now. Alejo would have to be a tad more alert. Poplar Bluff is hungry for a goal. Just desperate even. They just want to see some lights pop up on their side of the scoreboard. And Alejo's going to palm it out.
Save.
And it's going to be a miss for Poplar Bluff, as Alejo was on his back, but the motor of Martin Guerrero to get over there and make sure that number 15 for Poplar Bluff could not get an easy goal. It changed the direction that he was going to kick, and ultimately ended up wide left.
The initial save on that first kick was nice by the keeper.
Certainly a nice palm to keep the ball in net. Ethan Miller. Oh, nice little move. He's going to run out of bounds. Oh, he's getting nifty out there. He's making a nice run, and it's going to find the way to Chase Gallagher. Chase Gallagher's going to cross over. Oh, between the legs. I'm sounding like I'm commentating a basketball game right now. And Poplar Bluff had a little trouble getting out of the defense.
They've lost the ball.
Brandon Cooper's trying to get off goal, but cannot get to it. Just too many legs. Tried to get through traffic. Couldn't quite get a shot on goal there. Nice, we'll try again. There's 16 minutes left in the game. Plenty of time for things to happen.
We have an injury.
Can't imagine having an injury and this type of weather.
Good response time by Aaron Baker.
Man, Ron.
Aaron. Looks like he is checking his leg. I didn't see anything happen on that end of the field.
Lots of kicking going on, so it may have just been a nice little toe to the shin or to the side.
And when the temperatures are a little bit chilly, those hurt a little bit more. Looks like he is getting up on his feet, helping teammates helping him carry him off, but doesn't look like anything serious.
And I imagine it gets a little worse as you're moving around. You don't think about the cold that much, and then you get hurt, and you stop moving, and cold kind of gets you a little more, and just kind of adds on to what you're already feeling.
And like you said, when you're down 9-0 already, things probably sting a little bit more than.
I do think the Farmington bench is really bundled up. Poplar's bench is really fighting for some warmth over there. You know, it doesn't get that cold more south in the state that often. Galen Roberts gonna make a run. Nice little footwork. They get around the defense. Touches it over to Chance Gallagher. Chance Gallagher's looking for goal. Passes into Galen Roberts. Galen Roberts gonna fight for it. Can't quite get to it. Roberts gonna try to clear it right to the chest of Chase Gallagher.
Oh, nice.
We'll look to find the goal over to Galen Roberts. Galen Roberts going to go to work here and stopped by Poplar Bluff after a nice little shot from Galen Roberts. Cody Winch going to go step over. Oh, crossed over.
Oh. Would have been a nice way to cap off the evening with a goal by senior Cody Winch.
Cody Winch is looking for his second goal this season. First goal came to open up the game against North County. And Von Terre. 15 minutes left to go in this game. Plenty of time for the Knights to get going. Galen Roberts going to look for the pass in, and he gets tripped in the box.
No call.
Like we've said before, not going to get a whole lot when you're up 9-0. Knowing Chad Sylvia, I know he would have relished this shutout.
I kind of keep an eye on him on the bench tonight. Seems like he's having a somewhat of a good time. Obviously, he would rather be out there, but
For sure. But got to make the most of it. Manageable 9-0 lead. Oh, and Charles Baker can push the back. That'll be a foul. Up the 0 at the 50-yard line. Now Roberts going to play it quick over to Chase Gallagher. Chase Gallagher
nice play.
gets the ball through, and he's got a manageable shot here. He's going to look for a goal.
And
And he finds it in the bottom right corner to cap off the night. It's a goal
Chase Gallagher.
from Chase Gallagher, and that will send us home early tonight. 7:37 on the clock. 10-0 Knights. 14:04 left in the game.
Tyson, my debut as providing some extra commentary was a lot of fun.
Yes, and I had a lot of fun being in the booth with you, David. That'll be it from Hale Memorial Stadium. And as mentioned before, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. Get notifications on every event here at Farmington High School. Click on your YouTube. Watch anywhere, anytime. My name is Tyson Gray. Next to me is David Burt, the physical therapist here at Farmington High School. And we will see you guys later.